Today marking National Gun Violence Awareness Day. The 12 News I-Team has been looking back at this week 1 year ago in our special report, 7 Days, 1,000 Shootings in America.
The series is focusing on the 12 shootings that happened that week in Maricopa County, putting a face to the victims and digging deeper into the toll that gun violence takes 1 year after the crime occurs. Surviving a shooting can be a miracle, but the trauma doesn't stop after a shooting is over. The I-Team's Erica Stapleton spent time with the victim's advocate with the Maricopa County Attorney's Office and saw just how hard it is to meet all of the victims' needs. Erica?
Yeah, it's not an easy job, but it's a calling for Vanessa Lopez. She says she feels vicarious trauma from those she works with, including victims in homicides and gang violence. Vanessa Lopez wears a lot of hats.
How many cases would you say you handle at any given time?
I would say 120, 150.
A victim's advocate with the Maricopa County Attorney's Office, who helps victims of crimes navigate the court system, letting them know their rights, connecting them to services, sometimes holding their hand through a trial.
I let them know this is a marathon.
Have you ever worked with people who have been shot and survived?
Yes.
What is that like?
A lot of these victims have injuries where they can never physically be the same person. They feel like a part of them was taken away and they'll never have their life back.
And costs can be astronomical. According to a 2021 report from the U.S. Government Accountability Office, first-year hospital costs for firearm injury victims averages from $8,000 to $11,000, and it usually adds up from there.
Being at the hospital, now they're having to go through physical therapy, missing time off of work to go to physical therapy, from losing their home, losing, their car. If they're coming to court, they're missing time off of work to come to court. Even the smallest thing like paying for parking, the gas that you have to now pay for to come to downtown for lengthy trials.
And I'd imagine it varies, but could it be like thousands of dollars?
Thousands, for sure, thousands of dollars, especially if they don't have health insurance.
There are options for victim compensation, but it's not always guaranteed. Data from the Arizona Criminal Justice Commission shows that last year, the state paid out more than $3.5 million in victims' compensation. In 2022, less than 4% of payment claims statewide were denied, not including Pima County. Even with these kinds of payments and advocates, some families aren't getting the help they want.
We as mothers, when we lose a child, we shouldn't be driving to appointments because you drive right through a red light. Then you can get in a car accident.
Megan Arantes' son, Andy Franco, was shot and killed at a party in 2020. His case remains unsolved after nearly 3 years. And advocates like Vanessa are only assigned to cases that are being prosecuted after an arrest.
Really, there's no help. You go to the hospital, they tell you your son has passed, they give you some papers, and you leave. There is no social worker who comes to help you.
She's tried to help herself. Vigils, marches, taking every opportunity she can to reach her son's killer.
And I'm going to work on this every single day for the rest of my life until you are in jail and you're rotting in there.
But the unknown leaves her in uncharted territory, left in a lurch, on top of the devastation of losing her son.
There's no answers, there's no help, there's nothing. You have to figure it out all on your own.
When it comes to victim compensation, data from the Arizona Criminal Justice Commission doesn't categorize shootings specifically, but shows that cases with homicides and assaults receive the most money in payouts. And if you want to learn more about applying for compensation, you can pull out your phone, open the camera, and scan this QR code. It will take you to a page on our website with our full investigation into gun violence. 7 days, 1,000 shootings in America. Guys?
All right, Erica, incredible reporting this week. Thank you so much.